Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting round of 5 versus 5 GAC. This is Tassinix, Week 2, Round 1, Season 16, I think. So it is. Alright, so our opponent this round is Boong, owner of the somewhat rare Nexu portrait. A dope achievement. So, he's already taken out his attacks. Similar to my last opponent, he was 2060, he's 2061. So, he had just a couple of drops. Let's take a look at those here real quick. So, a couple drops here against, just one drop here on Malevolence. Otherwise, good on him. Oh, really, took this out pretty handily. So I have to reconsider this. I think next round I'll be setting Ahsoka in with Y-Wing and Anakin. And then, yeah, it's just going to be a bunch of cheese after that. Anyway. And this is the other hold on Rey. Everything else got one shot. Made some minor changes. But I'm kind of in a pinch right now for some of these top-end teams in terms of Zetas, so whenever it's something that I have that's weaker, I'll generally keep it for offense. I can make something weaker work on offense easier than I can on D. Anyway, so that's the wrap up on the defense. Let's take a look at how we're going to break out the attack. Let me get my sheet here up on the side. Alrighty, so up on top we've got Padme, Beskar Scoundrels, Kira Scoundrels. Now this is interesting. So the Beskar Scoundrels is Beskar, IG-11, Queel, L3, and Kara. But then this Kira team. So Kira Nest, Mission, Zalvar, and Canderous. And honestly, I appreciate this guy. I actually have a Relic 3 Canderous myself. It's a character that you want to be good, and it's not terrible with Beskar. So it's an interesting consideration with Beskar, but I don't know about all this. This is kind of just a scrap team, so probably treat it accordingly. And I wonder which one I would probably rather Malik between those two. What do you guys think? You guys think that Malik is a... I can Malik Padmes until the end of time. I haven't tried against an RA-GK, but I can't imagine why that would make much of a difference. But then again, this whole team for sure is pretty easily devoured, right? So I'm thinking this is probably the safer usage. Yeah, that gives us an option. So yeah, I think I've got a different idea now for how I want to do this. Yeah, okay, I already wrote this down. I thought of the same thing twice. Didn't remember it the first time. By the way, guys, I am super burned out. It's been a long couple of weeks. Just work and some health stuff and trying to come to terms with a new reality. And I am just dog tired. But I gotta do this now because if I'm not doing it now, it's not getting done. So this one, I've already checked out these Night Sisters. Did the monster math earlier. She fast, but she not scary fast. She would be 233 plus 75 plus 30. So 338. And my Stark is 320 before the Veers buff, so 340. So we should be in the clear. And that's how it's going to be. Let me see the last time that I used my troopers. How did I use them? Let's check that. Yeah. Well, anyway, we're just going to go with the traditional. You guys notice this today after the update? See how there's that lag and your portraits are empty there for a split second. Don't know what all that's about, but no es bueno. Anyway, let's see here. Not actually UC though. Imperial troopers enacted the labor of choosing the correct team. Death, snow, and range. Yeah, I think this is the way I want to do it because I want to set people back. Hey, Aldrian, how you doing? Just about to knock down some Night Sisters. Okay, go gadget. Gotta hit this one. Gotta do. Let's hope we get the boom boom. No boom boom. All right. So back. Yeah, I gotta redo this. No, my Gideon is 6-star. I was not compelled to whale for that one, so I just didn't. Okay, we got that one. Gotta kill this one. Gotta kill this one. Around. But yeah, all right, 60 banners. Nothing to complain about there. But yeah, Gideon is he's on my farm list. If you remind me when we get done here, I'll show you what my projects are. But yeah, that was an easy one. Hey, Dub. Glad we got more people rolling in. Huh. I don't know why. There's like a couple people here talking to me, but it only says I have one viewer. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at this Ray here. Well, first let's mark our win. And that was 60 banners, so about as good as we could hope for. And now for this Ray team. So what I've been doing lately is C-Watt for Ray. But what I like better is I could do C here, C solo against this. It's a for sure win. And then I could use my Malik solo against this Kira team. I don't see anybody having any kind of % health reduction, so I'm not really seeing a complication there. It's been a long time since I've used Malik against Nest. I don't think there's any catch to it, right? Oh yeah, a solo Sith Eternal Emperor will unreal devour that Padme team. It will not be anything that you would describe as close. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking to do there. Just because it would, but I don't have Malik. That's right, I put Sith Empire on defense this time. So let's think about this. Yeah, I don't have Malik, so I gotta think this through. Who was I gonna do this with? Yeah, I have C, but I don't have Malik. I have Sith Empire on defense, so I can't do the Malik thing I was just rattling on about. We could do Sith Triumvirate here and throw in, you know, the two Zabrak brothers, get the double-bladed feet going. Sith Eternal Emperor can still be used here, but I don't want to actually finish, you know, let's not delve too deep into the strategy on the top wall until we get this done. Anyway, the only reason I went up top at all here was just to explain that I was planning on not using C on Rey here, and for that reason I'm going to use Jedi instead. So we'll do JKR, JML, JKL, Hoda Watt. I have both Slacker and Ray on defense, Eldrin. So I think this should be just fine. Yes, 4GL. Yes. So, tank tech out. Flux. Okay. Call JKL. Seems like the right thing to do. To go after. Yeah, I feel like. Who should be the target here? Is everything focused on Ray? I guess we should go after Ray. It seems like the right move. That's the power move. Let's go smashing through. Be gross with it. Great, got the damage immunity already out there. We don't need, I mean, we could do with a bit of a swap there. And then what? Yeah, that's fine. I'm not, yeah, that's fine. Not worried about Poe. It isn't the buffs that I'm needing. We'll just basic here. Okay. We could go after that. That would be kind of smart. Goodbye. Okay. And then I guess health tech here. You have served your noble purpose. Let's get foresights up. Hit Poe. What doesn't really matter. But let's just call this because it takes off stacks of inspiration. Basic here. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. That. Then more of this. Up. Where's that nice big JKR focus now? Definitely you. Up. This. So close. Come on. Almost there. I'd rather do the basic here. Yeah, that felt like the right move. All right, 2 minutes to wrap it up. You just hate resist. Yeah, because he destroys the Piet farm. I'd have to take your word on that. I haven't been using a whole lot of Piet recently. Probably this. Let's go, Luke. Wrap him up. Oh yeah. It's actually a really stupid move, because now it's just going to take longer for her to take her turn. Let's not be sloppy now. Cost ourselves time. On the other hand, getting to restore a little protection is a nice thing. Swap Yoda, restore a little more protection, that's a nice thing. More protection is a nice thing. Let's see here. No, just another basic. Come on. I'm sorry I did this to you, Holdo. Why am I making this hard on myself, I swear. Come on, lady. Thank you. Right. 60 against a GL. I love that. Okay, internet gave me that counter, and I managed to not completely botch it, so we'll take it. Yeah, appreciate that, Dub. Appreciate that. Trying Tried to compensate for my dum-dum there a few seconds before that. Okay, so yeah, GGCLS. Okay. Let's take note of the teams. So CLS, Chewy, Han, C3PO, Chupio, GG, B2, B1, Newt, Magna. Do I have GG for CLS? No, I have GG on D this time. It's actually pretty funny. The entire last round, all 3 rounds, I reserved GG for offense, anticipating exactly this, and it never happened all week. So I was like, okay, I mean, whatever, fine. So I put him back on D, and here we are. So, on the other hand, I have an idea for this one. See, we're not done with Jedi. The madness has only begun. So let's talk about this and this and this. I feel like this could be disgusting. The question is, do I want Shock T more than I want Yoda? Yeah, okay, yeah, Dub, yeah, we're living the same life, but yeah, I'm thinking against this. We could probably get away with this, but I'm trying to think about whether or not. I feel like the Foresight is going to be a better deal for us than Shock T. Plus, that offers us the opportunity to do something shifty, like we could do something janky on the front wall with this gas, and that means we could use Shock T clones for something else. So that's something to ruminate on. But I think this is probably our best option. Any other bright ideas before I take the plunge here? Is there something I'm missing about this Grandmaster Yoda Shock T comparison? I like the idea of having her free to use with clones, but there are enough attacks where I don't end up using her, surprisingly. Yeah, I feel like this is our best move. So let's write this down. We're committing to it. Bastila, Jolie, Ezra, OB, and GMY. Alright, wish me luck here, guys. Yeah, my Ezra's R7. He's got the Zeta. He's big. He's slow, but he big. He hurt. Fortunately, we have plenty of means of making him better. They call both assists and Ezra doesn't. He gives, which is also GMY. Right, exactly. I'll be calling Yoda with this. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. I'm hoping this will work. So the only downside is that you don't have JKR here, who's the one that you really want for picking out your targets. So here's hoping. Nothing to gain here. Doing anything crazy. We know that we can expect. I'd like to put buff immunity on him if possible. Okay, we got that. Let's do a buff sweep. We can't have B2 hit us with the madness. He's got ability block. Okay, now we try and go for the chonk, yeah? No buffs is good for turn meter generation. Man, that's thick. Okay, so now we can go after the priority target. Ezra, well, no, we really need to go after this, right? So we're gonna have to take our lumps. Call Yoda. Yeah, we really need to get rid of this one. that's just going to get dispelled. There's no value in putting up the taunt until we have this B1 handled so that we can deal with the B2. Up. And what do I think about the value of the spread? I mean, the only one who's not going to hit is Ezra, which is nice. That was kind of cool. Whack. Whack. Forget, man. Forget. Jeez, that buster sucks. Okay, now we're stuck behind a taunt, but we should have Basila's Dispel up here in a minute. So here's hoping. Nope, don't want to put up the taunt, have buff immunity on ourselves. This is kind of a mess that we don't have JKR. So, we're a little overly ambitious here. Probably GMY here. Yeah, we're running out of time, but I'm getting anywhere. Yeah, still him with that. Come on, give me somebody with an ability here. 2 minutes. We got a lot to do in 2 minutes, folks. Okay, yeah, we got him. We are in trouble. Man, what's it going to take for Vascular to take a turn here? The answer is way too much. Too much. I think we might end up backing out on this one, so that there goes part of our safety margin, yeah? Man, just buffing me in the whole time. Yeah, trying to pull this off without something that can ignore taunt is perhaps not the wisest move. We're all back here, but I think that doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright, let's just pray to the gods that we get a turn here. Yeah, they're cycling us. Oh, it's gonna be loaded. Come on, one turn. Just give me one turn back out. Oof. Okay, so that wiped hard. A painful lesson learned. So now we have to really go hard on this thing to not lose any more. What can we do? I mean, yeah, that was an option the whole time. I could have EP traded that. I don't have Basilisk Shan though, so no corrupted battle meditation makes a big difference there. Who else? I mean, I guess I could have even Vadered that. I don't really encounter a lot of GGs myself, even though I regularly would set it on D. I know this Beskar Mando is a really great GG killer, but I just don't have it set up yet. Still good. I've since applied a couple Zetas towards this team, but that was all before the lock-in, so. Alright, let's think about this. I want to think about this GG because now it's a constraint for us. People gas it, people shock it. What do you guys think about shock and troopers? Yeah, my Night Sisters are on D this time. I haven't had them on D in a little bit. I usually keep them for GG, but because I remodded my bounty hunters to go after Darth Revans, I can't have that favorite D team of mine, the bounty hunters with the fast nest and Jango lead and payout comes super fast. It's a real problem. I love that defense and it gets me a lot of holds, but I'm not about to be just swapping mods all the time between TW and GAC, so had to make a commitment. Yeah. I'm thinking that Shock T clones might be a good call here because that means we could use gas elsewhere. So what's the CLS counter that I want to use? Let's think about that one. It seems unlikely. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. Okay, so what are people using against CLS these days? Yeah, GAS 501st gets some attention. Yeah, yeah. I feel like the preload is a significant factor. Problem is, though, is I'm not seeing the upside for... Maybe Gas Snips could take on that team with Nest at the bottom. What do you think about that? I think Gas Snips could probably just abuse that, right? Let's go back and take a look here real quick again at this Kira team. Because I got to make the case to myself for this. I feel like Gas Snips could just unreal waste this. I could always be surprised because, I mean, this Nest is going to come at us hard, yeah? Yeah, that's a, yeah. I mean, that Nest is going to just try and pop. So what are my other offensive options for dealing with this Grievous that seem appropriate? We don't have enough people down to do something abusive with Geos. So I'm actually, it's been a while since I used Bounty Hunters on offense. Who can I actually use them against? Doesn't seem like I could use it for either of these. Bounty Hunters would be terrible for Padme. Bounty Hunters against Bam? I don't see how that would work. I don't feel like we have a good candidate because that's a shame, right? I don't know. Because we reserve the Bounty Hunters now for taking on Darth Revan. You mean the BAM scoundrels? Yeah, I think I have JTR here with BB-8, R2, and I can throw in some random other resistance, so... And then, what, maybe... Holdo and Finn for more control? Oh, that one. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But then who are we using for Beskar? Who should we use for Beskar? Let's take a look at a couple ideas for counters on Beskar. Yeah, people use a lot of real serious stuff. Oh, check this out. Oh no, that's only a 52.6% win rate. That's not impressive. Okay, people use the Bounty Hunters, 86.7% win rate, and that was assuming it had Vandor in it. But to get higher than 86%, at least according to Swugga, we would have to do GAS 501st, which is really becoming a wrinkle. So now it's between GAS for Grievous or GAS for Beskar. That means that we just need to look back at Grievous ideas just a little more, I think. No, that would be a disaster. That won't work. Boy, I don't like this feeling, getting stopped up by a Grievous. All the things I would usually use I actually have deployed on D right now. No, I absolutely agree with that, but I don't want to get caught out. Yeah, that's interesting with that Xeris team. Our options are really few, so I think we do. I think. What do you think about just doing the Gas Underman against the Grievous, or does that seem too cocky given that it's preloaded? Because I think that I feel like we could get away, but I also feel like there's not a lot of value, right? You don't want to risk anything. I mean, it's going to be kind of low banners anyway, so why take the risk? Why take the risk? Yeah, I think we're just going to respect this and come at it straight. But that is a damn shame. And what a painful lesson to learn. Do I have any better options? I don't think so. Who was I going to use Sith Triumvirate on? Yeah, that's an option. But who am I going to use for Beskar Mando? Right, we're going to use bounty hunters. That was the idea. No, I was saying to use against the other scoundrel team, the Kira lead team, because of just popping Nest, and then it'd be kind of easy to squeeze in the two, Maul and Savage for the double-bladed feat. That was kind of the idea there. I think that's what we'll do. Let's keep on trucking. Already a half hour in. Got a lot of work yet to do. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, feel like still calling. Gosh, imagine having to use gas to clean this up. I bet you didn't like that, buddy. Eventually, we might even get a turn here on gas. Thank God for everybody else. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think anybody else has gotten a turn. So that's always fun. This was definitely the right call, though, yeah? I can't imagine how Shock would have dealt with this. This would have been just a devouring. Yeah. And yeah. Damn shame, friend. Damn shame. Had to use gas. $34 banners. Okay, no more of that, yeah? Alright. I say let's get our sea cheese out of the way here. I think people are interested in seeing how that's going to go down. And it's been a little bit since I did it, so this should be fun. Link the Jedi for no crits, you say? Okay. Yes, poke me with all of your rage. Protection restore seems like a good idea. We're almost over. Yeah, I knew we weren't going to get anything, but... Well, looks like it's Transformers time, friends. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. Damn shame. So that worked like a charm. Mark the W. Okay. So now, yes, the power is truly unlimited. Alright. Yeah, that was gross. Okay, I don't like the idea. This Beskar team, that's what we said we were gonna do with the with the bounty hunters. So I have to think about that. Now I actually haven't really used these bounty hunters since I've remodded them. Didn't end up needing them here in the last couple of TWs, amusingly enough. So, where's that Beskar team? I know you're on here, Beskar. He was on the second page. Yeah, so it is Django Lead, Boba Bosk, Grief, and Mando. That makes sense to me. I wonder how the turn order is supposed to go down. Are we on the correct team? Let's not meme ourselves. Django, Bosk, Boba, Grief, Mando. Okay. Seems to me that taunt is still the right decision. Mass assist, IG. What else are we gonna do? Oh wow, that's interesting. Just gotta alert the wife about a fussy infant. Okay, people that we really want to be hitting right now. Chapter 1. Not him. But I want to work towards the contract, so I don't have much choice. We've got to keep in here. Ability block, I don't think works against Beskar in any case. Man, y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. Try to go for him? We can't kill him. So I might as well keep other people. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so this is the cleanse. Now we're about to get super duper. Right? These people with their cleanses. Can't focus anybody I dang well want to hit. There we go. Okay, now we can do some real trouble. Ah, there's the magic. What? Delete the wheel, I guess, and then just work our way through. Don't really have anything else left to fear. Certainly not Cara Dune. Your boy gets a lot restored to him, eh? Call. That wasn't who I meant to click, but hey, well. Boy, did that work like a charm. Glad to have you along, bounty hunters. It's just a moment of worry. Entirely unjustified. Man, that is a big droid. Not a lot of droids. Ah, the potency up meme, yes. Very good. These dust is... Yeah, give me somebody that can put her down finally. Yeah. Like that. 58's alright. Not bad for the first time using it. I have to think that through. So it was a mistake to have used that Boba AoE before I managed to have the Django AoE go off, right? That just protracted us from getting the payoff. Anyway, so that was Django, Bosk, Boba, Reef, Mando for 58. Smooth. I really like that. And then that leaves us this Treya thing that we were talking about. So this is just going to be pretty simple. And then 2 lightsaber boys. Double-bladed lightsaber. Double-bladed lightsaber. See, if I bring in Savage, he's just gonna die, and I don't want to lose banners just for that. Maybe there's a Jedi? Double-bladed? No, no. So what do you think? What do you think? I think that Savage is just gonna die, and I think that I'm better off going in with the Underman, if I'm being honest. So let's just do that. I know it doesn't move me that much closer to the achievement, but the feat rather, but I can live with that. Okay, people who should not be able to taunt, chapter 1. Let's get it. Wiggle wiggle. Wow, landed the days on Nest, no less. That's nice. Let's go ahead and knock the chains off. And a little damage saved. I'm cool with it. Big hit on Canderous. Who to knock out first? Yeah, let's go ahead and just take that Nest. She's gonna go next. Let's go ahead and land the ability block. Stealth View. See if we can get a finisher. Try and reserve the kill for the ball and go after somebody else. Okay. Woohoo! Can't do that, I'm afraid. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Do me proud, Maul. Kill him. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. The power of it. Yeah, let's get some protection back, which is neat. Doesn't matter. We're going to be executing here. Yeah. And that's the end of that. And that's 58. I'm cool with that. Let's take a look at fleets. Oh, cool. We just made it into Chromium. Step out, collect our fat boots here real quick. Heck yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Just messaging the wife. I can hear our toddler fussing, so don't nobody want none of that. Alright, let's get right back into it. Fleet time. Negotiator and Empire. My kind of customer. Alright, let's think about this. So, I put Negotiator and Malevolence myself on D. My Empire fleet was born for this moment. So let's check this out. Let's make a note on our sheet. Man, too many tabs open. Okay. Go over to the fleet section, and he's got Negotiator, which I will counter with Executrix. And then he has Chimera, who I'll think about. I'll think about that. I feel like I can finalizer that. Not many people have faith in the finalizer, but it is significant. It is a real threat. Yeah, no, he already, he had to drop against Malevolence. So he definitely had to make his call, and yep, managed to get one off of him. I really think, though, that I've been convinced of this. I have a lot less experience using the Get 2 fleets than I do Empire, Rebels, Finalizer. And I'm becoming convinced of the argument of having Ahsoka out front with Anakin and Y-Wing because it's just so much burst onto one single guy. Such a powerful thing to deal with. And then you stack your reinforcements such that you would have Plo come out, as the first reinforcement. It works out. I'm thinking about that. But I'm very happy with how that Malevolence turned out. I think that's so neat that it's potent defense with only just the Vulture droid as a reinforcement. Anyway, let's get into the meat of this. Let me show you what the Empire is all about. And what? We'll take this and this one. Ebon Hawk is key. Okay, anything I'm missing? Anything I'm forgetting? No. Off we go. Big hits. Pray for the big hits, folks. Yes, okay. This is almost certainly one right here. Famous last words, right? Yes. Okay, against this, the most stable thing to do, I guess, would be to... We don't need Palps right now. Everybody's so healthy. I mean, if anybody had so much as a nick on them, I think I would bring them out, but we're just not there. I would bring out Palps first in most circumstances, but we got lucky on this one. I'm not saying they all go this way. Oh! This guy's just getting Rizzoli. It's great. Nothing. I know we're not getting turn meter benefit because everybody has days, but I'm cool with it. Throw that off. More target locks mean more offense. More offense is the good times. Let's call out Palps. Heal up. Gauntlet. Gauntlet is the key to the kingdom. That. Actually, just and the finish. So 63 on that. Okay, so let's think here. I have to think about this guy. What's his taunt condition? First time another Sith ally takes damage, and any time another Sith ally drops below 100% health. But yeah, so that's why he's got Palps and Vader there out front, just to set this guy up. So, what does that mean for us? It means that if we hunted doesn't prevent people from getting taunt. So should we hunted the bomber? Let's take a look here. Without a turn attacks and can't gain bonus turn meter. Without a turn attacks and can't gain bonus turn meter. None of them do any assists. Cutting down damage from Vader would be nice. And not being able to gain bonus turn meter would be really cool. But he's not getting a bunch of bonus turn meter, right? I think hunted on him would be the right call, and then it's just about us having to work through the Sith bomber. Yeah, because it's either that or you know, Admiral Akbar, and I like that less. Because he's going to have the Imperial bomber come off the bench. That's what I would do. Maybe Rebels is good here. What do I think about that? Won't be able to shake the fire. I like Rebels better as a cleanup option here. Now we should bring some extra tools. Normally we come in undermanned for this, but I should consider a couple other options. Who else? People that call assists are nice, so we could do Xanadu Blood. And then last ditch, if something goes really south with Lando, we have Lando as an option. Alright, let's take this one in. This is a really good case for me to put more relics into my finalizer pirates. It's something for me to think about. So, yeah, I think the Darth Vader. No more gaining bonus turn. Sure. Okay, so now it's time to put in work on this guy. Up. Everything is about just devastating this shit. Okay, so now every time they're after it, okay, you really just have to. Oh, wow. Okay, I mean, you're gonna spoon feed me. Oh, yeah, that's right, with the days. Yeah, that's a bummer. We really wanted Kylo to get that kill. But it's interesting that he chose to put the taunt on him. I mean, what are you going to do about that? Can't do a crit here because he's got crit immunity. Might as well try and land this stun on the basic. What's the right move here? We can strip buffs. To what end? We could put we could basic here and gain a little more shield. I'm not worried so much about that. I really would like to strip buffs off Palpatine, so I don't want to use that. Who's next? You got that going. Why don't we just do this for now then? I don't want to invite the counters, so I'm just going to basic. We're going to call Kylo. Never forget how awesome the basic on Finalizer is. And blow this guy up. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. We haven't lost anybody yet. I don't feel like we're close to losing anybody yet, so... we don't want to do that. Got a daze there on Kylo. Did we get a stun? That's nice. Let's hunt at you. Good. Really? No real bomber. It's very, very surprising to me. Basic is we need to finish this up. There we go. Okay. We can boost you again, and you can destroy him. Let's take him. Getting him down here anyway. Can we land a stun? Nope, I'm up there. And of course he lands all of the ability blocks. All of them. Courage. Call Kylo. Hey! Hey! We got him. 59. Alright, I mean, you know. So, that was Finalizer. Did we lose someone? No, we just had low health on a couple of people. Okay, well, it's not a perfect world, is it? Alright, now it's time to circle back to the bottom. What do we got to deal with? Old CLS down there. EP, you say? Vader, you say? Let's talk more about that. Okay, EP Vader, tell me more, friend. Tell me more. What's the math here? If I don't drop here, I win. That's the math. He had 2 drops, so I had 1 drop, so I should be fine. What do we think about Shore? So what's going to happen? I think Han's going to just stun Vader off the get, right? Han doesn't get to ignore taunt, though, with that first basic, right? So we have this as an option. We also have what? I don't feel like JTR is a strong counter. I don't feel like Geos is a good answer to the CLS either. Yeah, people use very, very serious things against this. That makes sense. Yeah, that GG would have been nice here, eh? Huh, interesting. No, see, that has a much lower rate of success. I see people use C solo against that, but with only 80% success. It's not that hot. Okay, see, this this Vader team that we're about to run, I'm seeing here on Swugga, there's a variant of this team that actually has Watt available to use with him, and it's still only a 42% win rate. So I think we need to back off this one. There's got to be a way to make that work, though. There's got to be, because I don't have a better option, I think. Yeah, Shore is a better choice. The question is, though, what's Han gonna do, right? Because he ignores taunts. Yeah, he ignores taunts on that first shot. So that's just gonna shut down Vader. I remember this happening to me before. It's deja vu. You don't want it. It's bad times. We can hope that he goes for Thrawn. We could take the gamble, but we don't have any kind of cleanse for that stun. And I don't have the Zeta on controlled situation, so that wouldn't work any better. I feel like this is still our best option, yeah? Because it's either that or Geos, and I don't see Geos wrecking out here. Gosh, this is unfortunate. What have been people... I take notes on what people use against me. Yeah, they use very serious stuff against my CLS, so... Feels a little bad, man. But I think we have to take the risk. God help us all. Don't plug Vader. Okay, I mean, okay. We lost Thrawn. It's not great. It's not good. But it's something. Let's put this up. Crush. Hup. Who to pop first? Is it going to be Han? Han's lowest, I guess. Han can't be critically hit. It's got to be Chewbacca first. Because of guard. Damn. Yeah, that's a complicated task of things here, friend. Let's do this. Crush onto him. Oh yeah, buddy. Throw a Chubio. And kill. Okay, well, that could have gone better. Don't want to invite the counterattack, right? Hey, we'll take that. Let's get stun. Can we get a stun? No stun. We did not get any of that stun love. We gotta be so careful here now. It's not a clean one, but it's something, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, that worked out. Suffice it to say, I think we got lucky that Vader didn't get plugged, because he could have been just cold-cocked off the start there. So, we're going to chalk that one up to being ever so slightly lucky. And that's the way I'm going to remember this. EP Thrawn. Alright, EP Vader Thrawn. Piet and Shore. For 52. Okay. And what's the total here today? 2093 to 2061. Okay, so it's going to be a win. It's not going to be a pretty win, but we'll take it. And you know, remember, winning, being great at GAC doesn't require that you are awesome. It just requires that your opponent is slightly worse, and that should make it work. So anyway, yeah, just I think I said at the end here I would go back and show what I'm kind of working on right now. Oh, let me collect my feet. Hey. So yeah, character-wise, there's characters up here that are both for relic reasons and for modding reasons. So the Jedi Knight Guardian and Ewok Scout are just here to make gear for me. We got Moff Gideon, he's really primary here. Cara Dune, got to put mods together. Thinking about taking her to R5. Got to think about her use case more. Vandor is kind of somebody that I've been having like on the super back burner for a year and a half, and he finally got up to 7 stars, then G12. So pushing him up to G13. Once I got him in G13, then probably take him up to Relic 3 and then put him on the hot list to get him a Zeta. Right now, I just had my last 2 Zetas go to Beskar's Unique and to Queel. So trying to finish up that team. So, you know, Kara's going to get some love in there eventually. You know, I was telling you about this fast nest that I used to run with the bounty hunters. It really pains me that I had to gut her mods for basically tuning up that bounty hunter team to spec. So anyway, this is kind of what the projects are. Yeah, the Watts here just to get a little speed. Newt, I'd like to put a little more speed on. Amelin Holdo want a Zeta. Sith Assassin needs a little speed. Echo needs mod love. 3PO needs very little mod love, but he's there. Armor needs it. Queel needs mods. There's a lot of mod work here. And I just have Gas and JKL there actually just to remind me about who I'm thinking about R8ing next. I think I can take Luke off because it's going to be a while before I get to him. I think it's going to be Gas and a couple others, and then I'll think about Luke. Certainly Gas because there's so many different ways to mod him, and having the flexibility of not needing to focus on the offense that comes naturally through the relics, super nice. And then you have the additional survivability, yada yada. It's just nice. So anyway, that's about it for me, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and have yourselves a good night. Catch you later.